Hello and welcome to 90 Day Fiancé Trash Talk. I'm your host, comedian Tracey Carnazzo, and I'm joined here by a very special co-host, Allan Fuks.
What's up, guys?
Allan's a great comedian. I've worked with Allan for many years, and we also we used to do a podcast together, Allan.
Yes, we did.
The Week in Sex.
The Week in Sex
you
podcast.
still do that podcast?
I still do it.
Tell me about that.
It's at the NSFW club. It's a sex club.
Oh my God, I did not know that.
Yeah, we were kicked out
of the strip club.
Of the strip club.
So me and Allan,
we made jokes about people coming on the seats, and they didn't like that.
Okay, that was a true story though. So me and Allan, when we recorded, Allan and I, I'm so sorry, when we recorded the podcast, we did it at a strip club.
Yes, we did.
In the champagne room. I can't believe that they would have gotten upset about that comment.
Because
it couldn't have been true, right?
Listen, legally, I'm with them. I don't believe a single word of it.
Right. Totally understood.
Yes.
Okay, so we're
Please
don't
sue me.
Listen, no one's going to sue you.
Nothing ever happens in the champagne room.
You know what the coolest part is? No one listens to this podcast.
Great.
So
now
it's just
I'm
me and
scot free.
It's just me and you guys. If you want to follow Allan on any of your social media, Allan, tell us where you can find.
Allan Fuks, ALLANFUKS on Twitter. It's at Allan Finn, ALLANFINN.
Finn's your old last name.
It was Fuks, then Finn, and then it went back to Fuks.
Okay, so you're having an identity crisis, but
Yes.
You know what? You know what makes you feel better? Watching these hot messes.
Oh my God! The show should be called "Can't See Red Flags."
No. Oh my God, you're so right though. It's like decorating with red flags.
Yeah.
Maybe it could be on like HGTV.
This is. Every relationship is. It's headed for disaster. It's amazing. Like just watching some of the people grit their teeth and pretend to be in love.
Hold on. You think every single one of them is?
Who's really in love?
I think that Jonathan and Fernando are in love. Tell me no.
He's in love.
You don't think that she's in love?
I think she's crazy.
She's a 19-year-old girl.
Yeah. Like she just wants
to
drink.
You think she's crazier than any other 19-year-old girl?
I don't believe her either. I don't believe any of them are here for love.
Really?
Yeah, because...
You don't think she'd rather be with her family?
That's what I'm saying. She'd rather be with her family.
Right, but I'm saying like she didn't come here. She's not with him for entrance to the United States.
No, I believe she is.
Really? I don't think so. I think that she'd rather be with her family.
Is that great? She's like, I want...
He's pretty hot, Allan.
I want Vinny from the Jersey Shore in my life.
Have you met me? Like, this is what I would choose.
He's a good-looking guy.
If Paulie D was like, Tracey, move to Rhode Island with me.
Yeah.
Well, now he lives in Vegas, I think, because he's a resident DJ.
Mm.
He's like one of the most highest-paid DJs. You know this, Paulie D?
I'm not shocked. I'm shocked this guy's not a DJ. He's got DJ face.
Of course, that's why I like him. He's so cute. Also, recently, did you see his Pichaloon?
No.
Okay, so his junk got released.
Oh, really? It's big. It's probably
so what
big.
happened? I think it's a regular size. It's nice and meaty, though.
Isn't he Italian?
He's Italian. No, you know what? Honestly, I think he's Spanish. I think his last name is Rivera.
Mm.
So what happened was Fernanda was by accident, of course, posting some pictures and some stories on Instagram. And by accident, she posted a video of Jonathan's junk.
Wow.
Do you believe this?
She's also like super crazy jealous.
She is. Allan, I want you to watch the video as we talk about this because I want a good reaction to it.
She's super hot too.
So hot.
Oh my God. Ugh.
How do you feel about it?
I want to see the rest.
That's it. It was a mistake.
Oh,
it was a little
man.
oopsie.
Couldn't you have made a longer mistake?
So I actually chatted with Jonathan a little bit about this.
Ooh.
And he said that it was really upsetting to him that happened.
Why? It's not that upsetting. It looks...
I told him it's not upsetting at all.
It's semi-erect, I guess. It doesn't look small.
Now, I thought it was great, though. Honestly, I thought it was... it looked heavy in your hand. It was nicely groomed. I mean, Allan, you saw it.
Yeah. He shouldn't be upset at all. But I think you have to say you're upset.
Okay, now let me ask you what you think.
They probably have like a morality clause.
Do you think that was an accident? Or do you think that they are the most in love couple and there's not enough drama surrounding them?
I can't tell how smart they are. If they're smart, they're out there saying it was an accident.
Smart.
Yeah, then they should just release a sex tape and try to get famous that way.
Do you think that they'll do it? If you guys are listening,
he's a real estate agent, right?
Yeah.
So he's not making money consistently. That's gonna be really stressful.
Yeah, but if he's selling in a place, he's in Lumberton, North Carolina, which I'm sure there are a lot of people buying right now. So maybe it's, and I know that the property values aren't like crazy high there, but it must be a lot of volume.
You think he has a lot of money?
I don't think he has a lot of money. I think he has enough money. I don't think they're struggling.
She's super hot. If
She's
you're going to make
so
a sex
hot.
tape, now's the time to make a sex tape.
Yeah, because she's only going to get less hot. Like, just as you age.
She's the hottest one on the show.
By far.
Yeah.
Yeah, of course.
He got her titty implants.
Yeah, that was so nice of him.
So smart.
What a nice guy. Let's jump into
Genius move. That never goes wrong.
It could go wrong if she didn't get her visa.
I know a stripper who got titty implants.
Yeah.
And she dumped her boyfriend while she was recovering.
But that's what I'm saying. Like, there is
right after the procedure.
There's error that could be in there. You have to make sure. He waited till she got her visa.
Right.
And then he made her get them there because it's probably cheaper. And also, he wouldn't have to take care of her.
Wow.
Super crazy. Let's talk about Ashley and Jay.
Yes, let's talk about him.
So Jay gets his visa. And we see them now.
Mr. Pussy Skins.
Yeah.
Pussy Skins, man.
So we see them in Jamaica.
Gayala. What is it? Gyala?
Who's
Gyala? That's what they call a stud? Gyala?
Oh, I don't know about
I was a fagula.
Did you ever go to
in high school.
Jamaica?
I've never been in Jamaica.
Right.
But
you grew up with Jamaicans?
But, oh, yeah, clearly.
Yeah.
You can tell from my accent. That was my dead-on impression. No,
That was really
that's
good.
what he said. It's like, you're like his... Did you see his dad?
Yeah, I saw his dad.
How
He's a
great
pimp.
was that?
He's a pimp daddy.
He's a pimp daddy in a taxi.
Yeah, he's got his little... well, at first I thought, I was like, oh man, is his dad going to be Asian coming out of this car? Like an Asian street racer? But no, he was a Jamaican taxi driver. Did you see when they ate the pineapple? So Ashley goes over to Jamaica.
Right.
And she's eating the pineapple from a fruit stand. And she says, this doesn't taste like the pineapple that we get in the U.S.
Yeah, because they pissed on it.
No, it's because it's pure
I know,
and it's from
yeah.
Jamaica. Now,
But that's a big thing. They're always pissing out in the open over there.
Do you think that's what it is?
She was worried he couldn't acclimate. He couldn't.
Oh, that's right.
She was worried he wouldn't know how to use a toilet.
She's like, it's very different here in America because,
Yeah.
he's going to have to pee indoors.
Like, what
He's
you
not-
talking about, woman?
Right. And he's like, what happens when I go outside naked? And then the neighbors call the cops on me. She's like, yeah, you can't do that. So his mom, little twist, is in the United States.
No way.
Isn't that weird?
Wow.
It's so weird. So his dad's in Jamaica.
Mrs. Pussy Skins.
That's what they call her. They call her Mrs. Is that what it is? Skins? Pussy skins?
That's what they bleeped it out.
Okay.
But I think it said
Sometimes-
Pussy Skins.
Wow. That makes me think of a rash. So he said that his dad was never there for him when he was younger. Because he was always with the women.
Yeah, yeah.
Always
He's
with
a
the
ladies'
women.
man.
But
Manners and respect.
again,
Blessings, Tracey.
again, I'm going to tell you another shocking thing that we discover. He's always wanted to go to the U.S.
Really?
Yeah.
Wow.
Isn't that weird?
That's weird.
So Ashley thinks that he's
again,
gonna
this is true love, though.
Yeah. Well, he's changed because
Because
when
he
was
told her
8,
he did.
Well,
Yeah.
when he was 8, because he's 20 now.
Yeah, he lost his virginity at 8 years
When
old.
he was 8, he was a different person.
Right, yeah.
And now that he's 20, he is killing it. Everything's great.
I love that no one bats an eye when he says, like, I lost my virginity at 8 years old.
Right. That's called sexual abuse.
Yeah.
That's called statutory rape. I mean, not statutory rape because it's in Jamaica. It might even be rape. I want to know who the participating person was.
Me too.
You know? No, me too. Holla. So
I bet their pineapples were delicious, though.
Oh my God! I'm really maybe
Those
we should
pineapples
go.
looked really good,
They
yeah.
They looked much much deeper yellow.
Yes.
Like more like almost the color of a Meyer lemon.
I liked it when he was bragging. He had an interesting way of saying that his dick is huge. He's like, the ladies, they love that we come tall.
Yes.
Now I sound Asian.
Yeah, that was
that
good.
sounds like a hacky Asian accent.
Please don't report us for being racist.
Yes, we're
I mean, I
not.
think that you might get us flagged
We're
here.
not usually.
But I got to tell you, let's talk about Ashley quickly. Ashley seems really disheveled all the time. She seems angry constantly.
Mm-hmm.
And she's always there's something just like a little bit off about her. I don't know if it's like her hair is a little bit flyaway, like her roots are a little bit orange. Like there's just something.
Because they're always fucking. She's fucking him like 3
That's right.
times
Oh,
a day.
okay. So you think that's what it is? Like
Yeah.
she wakes up, she looks presentable, and then they have to pull over in the car and
She's
bang.
constantly milking him
Right.
because she can't let him go out with
Because
a full
she's
bag.
scared.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Didn't he say he's got a heavy bag?
He has a heavy sack.
Heavy sack.
Yeah.
Yeah. So you gotta unload the sack.
She's asking him where's he going. He's like, the only place I know to go to is McDonald's.
Yeah.
You think
come
he's
on.
pimping in McDonald's?
I think he's fucking everybody.
Well,
What are you talking
his
about?
family takes them to the airport.
Yeah.
And Ashley's like really trying to get this family to like her. And they're like, yeah, you need to get my son a green card. You need to get him citizenship. Like, we don't need to bond with you, Ashley. Just take him away. And they fly into Baltimore, which is like not very climatic. I mean, I guess that's the closest airport to Mechanicsburg, Pennsylvania.
Yeah.
Mechanicsburg is right by Harrisburg. So I don't know where you would fly into. I don't know why anyone wouldn't want to go there. So I get that. But it's really cold. And he's like, I don't know what this is.
He can't handle it.
He can't handle it. Do you think he's going to make it in the middle of Pennsylvania?
Oh, yeah. What do you mean?
He's going to adapt?
He's going to adapt to so many rich white women.
I guess.
Are you're gonna take him in and buy the same old bullshit.
But, she lives in an all-white neighborhood.
Yeah, this is part of why she's doing it. It's like, she's got an interesting story now.
But I got to tell you, she has...
Because otherwise she's boring. What else is there?
No, she has a very interesting
What's
story.
her story?
Let me tell you.
Yeah.
We're not going to
She's kind of hot.
She's kind of hot, but she's kind of like hot, trashy hot. Not like on purpose. Like, I don't know.
Just so clueless.
Yeah, she just...
So clueless.
Her house is really nice, though.
Not only... it is really nice. I was really interested in the real estate, too.
Yeah.
But she's got a really nice house. What does she do for a living?
We don't know yet. Very interesting. And she also has kids.
Oh, God.
She has 2 kids.
Oh, what a dummy. Sorry. I don't want to have her on the show, but... I mean, a lot of them are fucking up.
So
a lot of them are fucking up with their kids, and
Allan,
their kids look at them like, "Are you insane? Like, what are you doing?"
I totally agree with you because I feel like a lot of these couples, it's kind of like, well, if you're alone, then whatever, you do whatever you want. But when you bring kids into it, like, come on.
So bad.
This is called 90 Day Fiancé Trash Talk, Allan. So we can say whatever.
Oh, good. Okay.
We're very cool. If the cast members listen, which some of them do, enjoy.
Yes. Listen, I'm entertained by all of them, except for the Russian couple.
Okay,
they're
so
kind of boring.
that's a great thing that you brought that up.
Yeah.
We're going to talk about Steven and Olga. So he flies into Russia. He applied for his K-1 visa, and he hasn't seen Olga in 9 months. And he's super afraid he'll get lost. So he flies into Moscow. Now, Allan, you are from Russia.
I'm Russian-Ukrainian.
You're Oh, okay.
Yeah.
All right. So have you been to Russia?
Never. I want to go.
Okay. Well, don't fly into Moscow and then take a 7-hour train ride to... Can you imagine that?
I don't know how he did it.
Why wouldn't he fly closer? There's no closer?
There's got to... Well, people don't realize Russia, it's like some cities.
Right.
And outside of that, it is scary redneck.
Really?
And stuff. Like, a lot of people don't have, like,
There's
plumbing.
redneck Russians?
My family was redneck Russians. My family, we had,
Really?
like, a ping pong table for a dinner table.
Oh, my God.
We had our appliances outside in the lawn.
This is in America?
In America.
Oh, well, I mean, that's a different story, Allan. There's no excuse for that.
But yeah, that guy, I like that he said, "Oh, we have 9 days. We got plenty of time to figure it out."
Oh my God, totally.
Yeah.
So she's there when he gets off the train. She surprises him, and then we learn a little bit more about the relationship. So they dated for 2 months here in America, and he got her pregnant. She went back. She found out she was pregnant when she went back, and now she's 9 months pregnant.
Right.
So you see her 0 months pregnant, and now she's 9 months pregnant.
Yeah.
And Steven just doesn't understand that, like, when you're 9 months pregnant, maybe you can't run.
Right.
He's not. Now,
He doesn't even like that she has a belly.
Right, like 20-year-old men.
I don't think he understands biology.
Yeah, I understand that, like, 20-year-old men are not always that advanced.
Yeah, neither
Sorry,
are 40,
guys,
40
but you're just not.
Yeah.
But he just doesn't. He's like, what do you mean you're pregnant? Like, what do you mean? Does it hurt to walk? So he's staying for 2 months. They were only together for 1 summer, and he didn't see a future with her until she found out she was pregnant.
He's gonna be out of that so fast. There's no way he's sticking around.
Well, she's really happy that he's there right now, and now they go to her apartment, and I'm confused by it. So now she grew up in an orphanage.
Yeah,
she had no family.
Right.
Lucky. Is she renting a room?
I don't know.
In an apartment? Because it seems like a really sketchy hotel room, but then you say that it is an apartment. But maybe she has a room in an apartment because they're always just in the bedroom. There's no living room, I don't think.
A lot of them still have like the old Soviet apartments where you share everything. There's like
Okay.
one bathroom for everybody.
Like
So
on the floor.
Yeah, so maybe they're like...
I wonder what's going on there. So he brings some supplies for the baby.
Mm-hmm.
He brings a cover for when she breastfeeds.
Thoughtful.
Cover
up the titties.
End of list.
And that's it.
Yeah, he's like, no.
Well, he's 20.
We're good.
He's dumb. He knows nothing.
Allan, you were 20 at one point, yes?
I was a bigger moron than I am
Really?
now, which is inconceivable.
God.
Yeah.
So they are going to have an entire...
I'd be lucky if I knew that to like even buy her that.
Really?
I don't know what
His
the fuck I would
grandmother
do.
probably told him because they're like all hippie.
Yeah.
He's going to have an entire baby with her. That's what he says.
Oh, yeah.
So they make her go to this
what a
hospital a
genius.
week before. So he says, I thought that we were going to be in this hospital. I thought that when you go into labor, you go to the hospital.
Right.
But they do things very differently in Russia. And she said that a week before she goes into labor, she has to be in the hospital.
Right.
And wait.
Right.
That's terrifying to me.
Is that? I think it's a good idea.
Oh, I think that's awful. So she goes
I think you
into
should be in the
labor
hospital from the moment you're inseminated.
and just like live in, now you live in a, that's called a shelter.
I think they should take you away from your man.
I think that women should just always live apart from men.
Yeah,
that's a different story
yeah.
though. So she goes into labor before she does the week in the hospital, right?
Mm-hmm.
And they bring her to the hospital in the middle of the night in a cab. It looks like a dirty hotel.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
That's probably one of the better hospitals.
Now, when they were baby shopping, okay, he says to her something. He goes, 1,000 rubles, is that a lot of money? And she goes, yes, Steven, yes. Allan, you're Russian.
Let's see. 1,000 rubles.
I already did the math.
How much is
$14.89.
Oh, yeah, that's a lot.
Now,
if
what
you're
if
a stand-up comic, that's more than the hosts get at some comedy clubs.
that is true?
Give me 1,000 rubles. That would be an upgrade.
True. You should have a 1,000 ruble in your contract.
Well, maybe next year when Trump invades. Well, not Trump, but Putin, whatever.
Yeah, when he's coming over here. I don't really follow politics, so you're gonna have to.
But it seems like something's happening.
Oh,
Anyway,
boy.
1,000 rubles is not a lot of money. It's $14. And listen, don't fuck while you're on vacation.
This is basically, or you know what?
Don't
Actually,
fuck people without a green card. Put on a
Or-
condom.
Don't lose. Don't have them have contact with you.
What do you mean?
Like, don't give out your phone number so easy.
Well, he's in his situation. I
Right.
kind of a little more slack because he's 20
Right.
and he's just like a.
He
dope.
didn't know that he was going to get her pregnant,
His
and
the
he was gonna have
parents
to
are
leave.
like all like still living in Woodstock.
Right.
They're like
they
it's
really
like,
are.
it's
That's
like,
his grandparents. His parents gave up on him.
Yeah, his parents are the wavy gravy
Yeah.
couple.
They really are.
His parents
Now-
his parents gave up on.
Can we talk about a couple that I cannot figure out? Eric and Leida.
That's the one you can't figure out.
Can't figure them out for the life of me.
That's not even the worst couple. That's not even the most
It's not
nonsensical
the
couple.
worst. It's the one that I cannot understand. So they take a day.
So here's
trip.
what's happening.
They take a day trip to Philly, right?
Yeah.
Because they're gonna wait for her family to come and fly into Philly.
I hate everyone there except for his kids and the mother.
I don't
his
like
kids.
the kid that's living with him.
I love the kid who's living with him. I love that fucking because I was that kid and I hated everybody.
Oh my God.
No, the kid who's living with them has a point. It's like, yo, Dad, you're
No,
40. You're dead ass broke. Like, what do you do? You're 40 years old. It's like, all right, I'm his kid, right?
Okay, Allan.
You're 40. I'm your kid. You're making me split the rent with you as your kid, and you're supporting two other kids.
Right.
And you're gonna bring in a whole other family now.
Yeah, with another kid.
because you couldn't figure out how to get pussy in America.
Right. Now, Eric,
Come on.
you said something very interesting. He's 40. And I'm going to talk about this on every episode. I don't care. Allan, he's 40.
a rough 40. He's a very rough 40.
He's a rough 50.
Yeah.
He is rough.
Yeah.
I mean, I understand that he was in the
Rugged.
war and everything.
Did you say
but-
she's like he has a rugged
Yeah.
face? That
Yeah,
she's like handsome.
She also said,
So, I'm sorry. I forgot.
very-
I'm supposed to lie and compliment him for a green card.
yeah,
He's
she's
handsome.
like, he's handsome and muscular.
Oh, so muscular. He's like a fatty.
Yeah, he's
a tall, out of shape guy.
So they're in Reading Market, and he's like, look at the Wisconsin cheddar.
Oh, that's the best.
'Cause
Oh,
this is
that's
where we're
my
gonna live.
favorite part. That's my favorite part. I love this.
Tell
part.
me, what's your
Yeah.
favorite part?
That he takes them around.
Yeah.
Window shopping for food. Mm-hmm. Oh, it's so great.
And then ultimately,
Look how great this would taste in our mouths.
and
If only.
if only I had
If I hadn't
1,000
paid
rubles.
child support and I had 1,000 rubles.
Oh
Yeah.
my God. They go to the Reading Market and he's like, all right, guys, I'm going to take the baby that hates me. Okay. Also, Alessandro, very cute. He's 5?
Yeah, I don't know.
He seems 3-ish.
Yeah.
I mean, is that me being... I don't know. I don't have
Maybe
kids.
they tell time differently there.
Maybe that's why he's 40.
Yeah.
He's probably... Alessandro's probably not even 5. She's probably like, if you're 40, then my son's 5. He's probably a newborn. So he gets food for the whole family.
Yeah.
Talk to me. Tell me about it.
This is the best. This is...
By far.
The reddest I've ever seen a red flag. A guy, he's like, oh, we never talked about money. I never told him I don't have a lot of money. You just did.
Yeah.
By buying a cheesesteak for the whole family.
The whole family.
And telling them to split it.
Take a bite.
Yeah. As soon as he's telling me, like, you could only afford one cheesesteak.
Yeah, take a bite.
Maybe this guy's not rich.
Do you think that was like a snack?
No, that was dinner.
Do you think so? Or do you think that was a snack and they try to make him look really bad in editing?
No, I think that's all he could afford. He couldn't afford New York City. And she's like, oh, how come we're just like driving through New York City so fast? It's so, no, we got to get something.
He's like, I can't even pay a toll. He's like, I
can't afford even park.
I'm in an outer
I can't
borough.
afford to pay a meter.
Now, I'll tell you what upset me more about the Philly cheesesteak than the cheapness.
Yeah.
There was sesame seeds everywhere. And I don't know if you know this, Allan, but I am very allergic to sesame seeds.
Yes.
And it really just like overwhelmed me.
You should always ask if anyone has a nut allergy.
You should. And also, why do you have sesame seeds on your Philly cheesesteak? I feel like that's not authentic.
I don't think he took him to a good Philly cheesesteak place.
No.
He took him to like some weird food market.
That was a Subway Philly cheesesteak.
Blimpies, I think. Even worse.
The sister.
But the best was also, I
me.
hate all of them. I hate the sister. I hate all of them. I hated them. That moment, the cheesesteak moment, broke me. Because the way they were eating it, she's like, oh, I don't want to touch it. They get that on my hands.
Well, it's not proper.
Like, oh, my God. It's like, fuck you.
It's not proper. It's not proper.
Oh, she's like yelling at him all the time. Yeah. It's like the fact that he like is staying with her. Like the fact that anyone is staying with anyone in that show.
Let
just
me tell you.
Like I want to know, what is your major mental problem or physical deformity that you're so desperate?
Leida is a good catfish. I'll tell you that. You ever see her pictures?
Yeah.
I'm like, that is not.
Oh, she gave herself 5 bonus points.
Yeah, she did. Poor thing. Now, I don't know if he doesn't. He says I told them, like they know I don't have money now or whatever, but he keeps flying them constantly into JFK. He doesn't live anywhere. And when I say anywhere near JFK, like sometimes I say I don't live near JFK and I'm about 15 minutes out.
Right.
I mean, he doesn't live anywhere near JFK.
Right.
He lives about 16 hours from JFK. Easy. I can't believe it though.
It's weird. And they took him to be in a cabin. The sister hates his
Oh my God,
guts.
the sister hates him. Now,
she can't stand him.
do you remember?
The sister like flat out said like the sister's confused. She's like I don't understand. My sister's a
sister's a bad person.
She's a bad, terrible person.
Yeah.
She's like there's no reason to love her.
Yeah. No, there's literally not a reason. And I totally agree with her. Now, do you remember when
horrible.
the parents come off the plane? Right?
Yes.
Leida's reaction, like she has been estranged from them for years.
Yeah.
Oh my God. Oh my God. Oh my God. The father comes off the plane.
Yeah.
He's a famous surgeon. And
is he?
Listen.
I don't know if I believe their story either.
I totally agree with you on that.
Yeah.
But I got to tell you, this poor guy, holy shit. He is like, I can't believe I'm going to drive 15 hours to Wisconsin. He has no clue what's ahead of him.
No.
He has no clue. And how exciting is this? Anything else on Eric and Leida?
Just I hate everyone there, and they should take away Alessandro.
Yes. They should take him back, right?
They should take him back, and that kid is probably going to run away and never be seen from again
very soon. When he gets like maybe 3 years old.
I think all 3 kids are probably going to go into porn. I think they're
going. The girls are gonna.
I think this is going to break them. This is he's like a horrible father. What is he doing?
He's not a good father. And the mother's like, whatever.
Yeah,
it's fine. Let's talk about Colt and Larissa. Is this your favorite couple?
They are. It's one of those like it hurts to watch them.
Right.
But you can't look away.
Yeah.
It's so good.
Because when you and I, we did a fundraiser together a few weeks back.
Yeah.
And you were like all about Colt and Larissa.
Oh, yeah.
there's so much that you could say about these guys. This poor thing is melting in the car.
I think it's real love.
Allan, get away from me.
I mean, how hot is he?
I mean, he's physically hot because he is in a car with the windows rolled up in Vegas with no air conditioning. Allan, have you ever been to Vegas?
Yeah.
What temperature was it?
It was like in the 90s.
Okay. I was in Vegas and I think it was like 110 degrees, right?
Mm-hmm.
Imagine you're in a car and there's no air conditioning.
Yeah. And he probably smells like cheap bologna.
Cheap bologna?
He probably smells like Spam.
Okay. Like a processed meat of some sort.
He definitely. Not even
well, he doesn't eat carbs for breakfast. We know that. So, do you know that it's illegal to keep like a dog or a child in a car with no air conditioning and the windows rolled up in the summer?
Yeah, but isn't he like half retarded?
He's going to kill her.
Yeah.
And she's like, I'm melting.
He seems like a serial killer type.
He's going to, yes.
He's on the spectrum.
I totally agree with you.
My favorite thing.
Tell me.
Is the slot machine.
But in the kitchen. Don't talk about that.
No, why?
No, because that's his father bought that for his mother.
Oh, that's right.
That was a gift.
R.I.P.
The flight was amazing.
That must have been some father.
Oh my God. Debbie was a hottie back in the day.
Oh, really?
There's a picture of it. Guys, if you want to see like any kind of chat that we have, any banter, we post like a lot of gossip stuff. If you want to go, you can join 90 Day Fiance Trash Talk podcast and we chat about that. That's a discussion group on Facebook. So search that. Also, side note, if you ever want to follow me on Instagram or Twitter, it's at Trixie, TRIXIETUZZINI, Trixie Tuzini. We recently had our Instagram disabled, so I'm working on getting that back up. If you guys can't find us on Instagram, that's why.
You got an Instagram channel? What happened?
Yeah, I don't know. What happened was I released this podcast, and it did so well that we started getting so many followers so quickly, and I think Instagram flagged us as spam.
Oh, fuckers.
So they took it away, but I'm working on getting that back up. So just bear with me. So she says the flight was amazing. Where are the flowers?
The flowers. The fucking back. I mean, is he broke? How can he be broke? He's living with his mom, right? He's got to have some money for fucking flowers.
What does he
do for a living? Isn't he a computer guy?
Yeah. What's that mean, though?
I don't know. Is there anyone less fuckable than him?
Yes.
Really? Who?
Eric.
Eric is less fuckable than him?
Okay, wait. Let me go back. I'm trying to look and see.
He's the least fuckable person on the show. I'm not even sure they've had sex. Have they had sex?
Ooh. Yeah, I think they did.
Really?
Yes, I think they did because they talk about, in future episodes, they talk about how high his sex drive is.
Oh, God.
Yeah, so gross. So.
He better have a 12-inch
dick. Right?
Like, he better. Like, if he doesn't have a 12-inch dick.
Well, that's what.
He's gotta be,
now, when he went to the cousin's house, do you remember the little aside?
Oh, I remember the
aside. The camera? And I
love how mean everybody is. Like, we can't figure this out, and maybe he has a big dick.
Well, that's he's like, and then the wife is like,
beats me while they're together. Yeah, the wife doesn't even. The wife, she like speaks volumes with her eyes. She's like, oh, this is a horror show.
So she gets into the living room, no sofa.
Yeah,
no sofa. So, he says,
lies. He's like, we wanted to pick out.
Well, here's the quote on this: "You could pick one out with her," points to Deb. "With me." Points to himself, or all of us.
Oh, God.
So they walk into the house, right? Debbie is crying.
Isn't this the start of Psycho?
This is the start of something. This is definitely the start of something. Debbie is crying, pretending that it's happy tears, but you know. She's like, why
she
is
pretends
he
to be happy all the time. Yeah, she smiles.
Is he cheating on me? So they meet Baby Girl in the bedroom. The cat.
The fat cat.
No, that's I think Cookie Dookie is
Cookie Dookie.
That's the fatty.
I don't like Cookie Dookie. Why? Because she's fat.
And then he goes, she goes, she's 200 pounds. He goes, you don't know what a pound is.
She probably doesn't.
She definitely doesn't. So you know what though? The funny thing about Larissa is I think you underestimate her, and I think that's her whole point is that she wants you to think that she's stupid. And I don't think
she's stupid at all.
No, but I think that she tries to come off like a bimbo.
Yeah.
She's not. She doesn't like the house. It's small. There's no decoration. She said, and this is another quote, "We moved to a new house with pool, more biggie."
I'm with her.
You want more biggie?
As soon as she figures out, as soon as she goes outside in Vegas,
right,
and other men see her,
right,
she's going to get her biggie house with the pool.
That's true, but she also would like to move to another planet, she says. So she can move to a biggie house with a new guy. But would the new guy make her beef stew?
I think she wants to get us far away from that fucking beef stew.
Really?
I think she's nauseous just hearing the words of beef stew.
I don't even think she knows what it is. She's like, I'm not eating that.
No.
Debbie makes a lot of soft food. I'm not positive what her upper teeth situation is.
Debbie is the only person I like on the entire show.
Really?
Yeah.
What do you like about her?
She's just like a sweet old lady.
Do you think?
She cooks. I love anyone who cooks.
She's in a relationship with her son, a sexual relationship with him.
It seems inappropriate.
A romantic relationship.
She probably still breastfeeds him. I don't know.
Definitely does.
It feels like,
She definitely
does. It feels
does.
like she doesn't realize he's not an infant anymore, and it's very unhealthy and scary. But other than that, she's a nice lady. And at first, I was on Larissa's side.
Right.
I was like, what, this motherfucker can't buy her fucking $20 flowers? Like, dude.
Sure.
Like,
he should.
This girl's like so out of your league. Buy her some fucking flowers. Shut her up.
I don't know how
big
hot
fucking
she
deal.
is, though.
You can't get over the teeth. For him, come on.
No, for him.
Even if she were like toothless, even if
she's
she
a home
had
run for
fucking,
him.
it's like.
Well, that's actually what he likes because he's used to being with Deb.
Yeah. He likes a funky
That's
teeth
he likes a good gummer.
Yeah.
But
I love her where she's like, they're on Skype or whatever, or FaceTime.
Yeah.
And she's like, why can't you just buy me tickets?
Yeah, well, but I got to tell you, what I like about Colt is that you think that he's stupid too, right? And you're like, oh, he's just getting mesmerized by this girl with a big butt, big boobs. And he is firm with her.
Yeah.
He's like, okay, no thank you. Moving on.
Yeah.
Like, he shuts her down.
Yeah.
And
it's
she's like,
shocking.
I know, and she's almost like, excuse me, you are so gross.
Yeah, it's like,
have you seen me?
Yeah. Like, look at this.
Yeah.
Look at you.
Yeah.
This isn't the way you're supposed to act.
He doesn't get it. He's
and
very
I love
cocky.
that he doesn't care.
He's
treating
cocky.
her like she's a 2.
Yeah. Yes, he is.
Yeah.
He's really cocky. And you know what? Well played, Colt.
Now I'm sort of on Colt's side,
Really?
Because it just, every time she smiles, like
the teeth, the gums.
No, but like it's like she can't express her anger, and and it just feels like okay, I have to remember.
Well, she's very passive aggressive.
Yeah.
She makes a lot of comments.
She'll say some nasty comments, and she'll remember, oh right, green card, but I love you.
Right, but she says her nasty comments with a smile.
Yeah.
I don't know. I can't really put my finger on her.
I love when she was like she just gets like cliches and like slogans in her head for American culture, right?
She does.
So she's like, buy me a ticket. Come on, you can do it.
She's like, make America great again.
Yeah. I just wanted to see her do more of that. Like I wanted to be like he should just whatever. I'm just gonna do a bit. Fuck the bit.
Go ahead, do the bit.
It's just like it's gonna be too written.
Nah. Listen, we find out Larissa might have lied about who she is. She doesn't cook.
She cooked a beautiful egg sandwich
with, on the side, a whole apple.
Yes.
It was almost like we went to Panera Bread for breakfast. And they were like, chips or an apple.
It's someone's last day at Panera Bread. And they made the sandwich right before they said, fuck you,
and then
fuck
you get the whole apple. Like, if you had, you're at Panera, right, Allan? And I'm like, hey, Allan, okay, great. You wanted a chicken sandwich, perfect. Would you like chips or a whole apple?
Right.
You're never going to pick the whole apple. But guess who did? Larissa.
Larissa got the apple.
She thought it was such a good breakfast. She has the
horse teeth. So
does.
She's used to eating apples.
That's true.
I think they used to feed her with apples.
She has the opposite teeth of Debbie.
Yes. She has her teeth look too strong.
Yeah. And Debbie's were not that strong.
She probably works through like buckets of apples like a wood chipper.
He has to get her alfalfa, I think, to keep them strong.
Alfalfa, carrots,
hay.
Carrots.
She has a chew by the bed. They wake Debbie up. And Debbie comes out wearing a wolf shirt. A beautiful wolf shirt.
Yes.
Glorious. And she explains that Colt, he doesn't eat bread for breakfast. He enjoys some cauliflower for breakfast.
Fried.
You cook it fried, and it turns into a hash. I'm interested. I'm listening, Debbie.
I want to see what else is on the menu with Debbie.
I think a lot of, I would assume by the weight of Colt's breasts that he might have a little bit of a weight problem.
Yes.
Maybe he goes up and down a little bit. And I think Debbie's trying to keep him off the carbs.
Yeah.
A lot of cauliflower replacement in that house. Let's talk about sexy couple, Jonathan and Fernanda. She can't work. She's alone in the house.
Yeah. And she found the panties.
Allan,
hey, listen,
did she?
Let me. Oh, you think that was a planted thing by the producers?
100%.
You think that was bullshit?
100%.
They needed some drama to make them interesting.
Come on. Of
No,
course.
maybe I'm naive. I believe that he's just like a busy guy. You know, he's like working 12 hours a day.
I'm not saying it's not possible, but it just looked like there's nothing in a drawer but one pair of tongs. I thought that was cute when she called it a tongue. So her and her Danny go shopping.
I probably still have underwear from ex-girlfriends.
Yeah, but you're gonna move the dresser with only that one pair of underwear.
That's true. All right.
Come on. So now Danny, do you remember Danny, Jonathan's friend Danny? We call her Danny Friend Zone.
Oh yeah.
So Danny and her go shopping, and she asked Danny about John's exes, and Danny's like, listen, he told me before he even met you that he would never want to get married. So, which is a good thing because he changed his mind when he met Fernanda. And she tells him about the
She's 19.
She's 19.
And he's 32, I think.
He's 32. I don't think that's
so
crazy.
What do you think? Too small of an age difference?
I don't think that's crazy.
Should he have gone younger?
When you were 32.
What?
When you were 32.
Yes.
Would you have dated a 19-year-old girl that looked like that?
Yeah.
Yeah. You think that's insane though? And do you think that people would have looked at you like you were crazy?
I wouldn't care.
Right.
She's smoking hot.
Right, but do you look at them as a couple and think that that's weird?
No.
Yeah.
Because he's well preserved.
He looks super young.
Yeah.
She is beautiful. She doesn't look like a little girl.
No.
She looks like a grown woman.
Yes.
She acts like a grown woman. I think they're fine. I don't think there's anything crazy.
Yeah. No, he's gonna have a lot of problems with her. She's super jealous. She's gonna go. She's already going stir crazy.
Okay.
And they're all. Why is everyone so bitchy? Everyone just had a nasty attitude. It's like, yo,
it's a TV show, Allan.
I know, but the guys, you know,
Okay, so now,
the guys should tell, like, hey, relax. Like, you're lucky you're here.
Yeah, that's gonna make a really great relationship.
Wouldn't that calm them down?
Listen, I
said it to my women.
Listen,
you're lucky you're in Astoria.
You're lucky that you're here. I'm better than you. I don't think so. I think that okay, so if you and I were being filmed, right?
Right.
We're being filmed for 2 weeks.
Mm-hmm.
Do you think that they would show when we're getting along, or do you think that they would only show,
of course,
the turmoil?
Yeah,
right. I mean, I'm
yeah.
sure most of the time they do get along. They look like they're very in love. Danny tells Fernanda that she's justified for being mad about the thong. Cockblock.
Yeah. But she's trying, of course. She wants to be a homewrecker. She wants to get in there.
Yeah.
She's pissed. Like, look at this hot fucking chick getting hit. You know what I mean?
Yeah, she's like, it was supposed to be me.
Yeah,
we were supposed to get married when we were 40. Well, guess what, Danny? So Jonathan's house looks like a bachelor house, which is true.
Yeah. He's got some rich friends. Holy
that
shit.
House. They went to the White House for dinner that night.
Amazing.
Jesus. But
and,
is it
so surprising they're Republican?
I know. I can't believe that they were upset about the wall. She's putting away her clothes, and he brings out like 1 million hangers just in a ball. Did that make your OCD go crazy?
I have the same problem with hangers.
Do you keep dry cleaning hangers?
Yes.
No, you throw them out right away.
You should.
Yeah.
You should.
Immediately.
Yes.
Do you keep your clothes in the dry cleaning plastic?
You should take them out
immediately.
ASAP. You're right.
Immediately.
You're
Just
right.
Throw
Tracey.
everything out.
Yeah.
Thank you. So she Skypes with her family.
See, I'm glad they're seeing her brand of Mexican. You know?
What do you mean?
Because she's not a rapist. You know, she's not.
You think that she's giving a good name?
She's
to
not
Mexicans?
an MS-13.
Sure.
You know?
So here in this country, I think that
she's not. She's clean. He's not clean enough for her.
Right. I'll tell you this. So I have another.
She wants to work.
I have another podcast. I know that you don't know this, but I have another podcast. It's called Teen Mom Trash Talk.
I know you have another podcast.
One of my co-hosts, Noelle, who also does this podcast with me sometimes, she told someone that they looked Mexican, and someone got very upset, wrote a review about it, and was like, "That's not nice that Noelle said that." But here's the thing: that's not a slur.
No, it's not.
Allan, I think you look Russian.
Oh.
Yeah, I mean, you're like, yeah, I'm Russian. That's
I'm not, I don't know. Is that a compliment?
Yeah, you look Russian.
Okay.
Right?
I'll take it. I had somebody yell out, middle of my set in Jersey.
Right.
I talk about this on stage. He goes, fuck you, get out of our country. Mexicans ain't welcome here. He assumed I was Mexican. Yeah, he thought I was Mexican.
But that's what I'm saying. Like, is it a racial slur?
And to me, it's not a slur. It's fucking hot. There's some hot Mexicans out there.
But it's also like just a nationality.
They're like...
What if I was like, I think you look Irish? Okay.
Maybe in some people's heads, if you're racist, I guess that's a slur to them.
I don't know. But I like what you said about that, because it's like when a lot of people here in America, especially, we think of Mexican as bad. A lot of people, and I don't say we, because we don't. I don't. I love tacos more than anything that you'll ever.
Me too.
Yeah, so I would never ever say anything bad about a Mexican. But you're right. Like there are
God
all
bless
different
the Mexican food trucks.
Seriously, well, you live in Astoria.
Yeah,
where they have a lot of them. But it's like Mexican is just a nationality, guys. It doesn't mean that you're a bad person.
No.
It doesn't mean that you're a criminal.
It was funny, that guy
at the
dinner is like right to her fucking face,
because they don't know.
It's like talking all this shit about Mexicans.
He's like, well, a lot of you guys are criminals,
and like he does nothing. He does nothing. Her boyfriend does nothing to stop her. To stop the guy. Doesn't intervene and say like, hey man, lay off.
But again, edited.
Yeah.
We don't know what he really said. So she Skypes with her family. She used to take care of her brother and her sister, and now she's not here. She's here in America. So her mother is with the kids.
Yeah, the kid is nice. I like the brother.
Yeah, they were a sweet family. And her mom wants her to come back with 3 people. So meaning that she wants her to have a baby. And she's getting married with Jonathan in Chicago, but her family can't go because of the visa process. Really crazy.
Yeah, Trump fucked it up for them.
Yeah, Trump really ruined that. Let's talk about Kehlani and Asuelu.
Oh God!
What's with his
these
belly
are
tattoos?
these are like the hottest big girls, like the makeup and hair.
Yeah,
and they're like Kardashians.
Yes, they are.
They're gorgeous.
They're very pretty girls.
I'm in love with her sister.
Yeah, her sister. Listen,
I'm like mesmerized by her sister.
I think her sister's super hot, but she has a really bad underbite.
Oh, you always notice it. You always notice the teeth and fuck it up for me. Like I thought.
I'm sorry.
I thought that other one was hot. Who's the
Larissa?
I thought Larissa was hot, and then you mentioned the teeth. Now all I see is teeth.
Yeah, I mean she's got a really hard. But I mean, listen, they're beautiful girls. They have really nice skin, really nice hair, perfect complexion.
Beautiful.
Like, even though
are they in Beverly Hills? What part of Cali are they?
They're in South California. I'm not really sure. Kehlani even is a little bit chubby, but still like very, very beautiful.
Yeah, yeah.
And you don't even really think about that. I think when you look at her, you're just like, oh wow, she's got like amazing hair and like
they're great. I like the sister more.
I don't like the sister.
Really? Why?
I really don't like her. I think that she's crying because the guy cheated on her. Like, just.
But she lied. He didn't cheat on her.
Okay,
they're on a break.
That's what I'm saying. And she's crying about this. Like, there is nothing that my brother could happen with my brother and his girlfriend that I would cry about it.
Yeah, everyone's too emotional.
It's way too.
What's up with the father's facial hair?
Listen, don't talk shit about that's insane.
It's like Einstein, but on a chin.
And
it's
then
like
it's
this
braided.
weird fucking.
It's braided, but he hates white people, so that's he hates.
No, he loves white people.
He hates brown.
He hates
people.
his own people.
Yes, he hates brown people.
Did you know it was Samoa? I thought it was Samoa.
Okay,
everyone says Samoa.
So here's the thing: we talked about this on.
I've never seen someone say Samoan cookies. It's Samoan cookies. Is it Samoa or Samoa?
Oh, like the Girl Scout cookies?
Yeah.
I thought they were Samoa. I don't know. So we were talking about this on the first podcast. Someone called us racist. When she first was introduced, right? She kept saying, my boyfriend in Samoa, right?
Yeah.
So I'm like, oh, okay. Maybe she's saying San Juan?
Yeah.
And then they show him on this island chasing pigs, and I'm like, that's not Puerto Rico.
No.
And I'm like, also, you wouldn't need a K-1 visa to come here from Puerto Rico. That's America.
Yeah.
Very confused. Had to Google it. I think that's the proper pronunciation. Kind of like.
Isn't The Rock from there?
Is he? Is he Samoan?
Samoan. Yeah.
I could see that.
Yeah.
He looks Samoan. Are we just being.
I want to see The Rock do that dance in
the airport?
He did in the airport.
I bet you he would be taken down.
Be tasered.
He said that it's very different here. Asuelu said, because there's no coconuts on the beach.
Yeah, I was very confused.
He was like, I don't understand. There's no coconuts.
Trees with no coconuts.
I really like when he imitates the baby. That's really my.
I think he seems like a nice guy.
He seems like a nice guy.
And everyone is like so mean to him. So
Allan, they don't stop with him.
Oh my God!
But
Kehlani is so mean.
I'll tell you, just going back to the beach, no coconuts, and also something that's wrong with the beach: lots of white people.
Yeah, a lot of white.
Water's
people.
cold, and also lots of white people.
And it's trash.
And also the garbage, but then
garbage.
Also like, white people.
He's like, look what white man did.
But listen, I think he's fairly sweet.
Yeah,
I think that he really tries.
He's a nice guy, and What was he, like a fucking activities director?
See, he worked on the resort.
Yeah.
I'm not shocked. That's what he should be doing.
Come on.
He's very outgoing.
What are you doing? What are you doing fucking an activities director at a resort?
That's exactly who you should be fucking at a resort.
Really?
You shouldn't be having a baby with them.
Yeah.
That's
why didn't he show up? Why did he only come later?
What do you mean?
Why was he gone during the pregnancy?
Because he's not allowed here. We had to wait for the K1 visa process.
Was he waiting, or was he like not sure if I'm going to come?
No, it takes a really long time to wait for the K1 visa.
So
process.
he was like, I'm coming. It's just taking.
Yeah, I think she even brought the baby there when the baby was 2 months old.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, of course. Especially like remember Steven.
No, I'm saying during the pregnancy. Because it seemed like the family's pissed at him that he wasn't there. So it was like, how much of that is his fault that he wasn't there?
I mean, who could afford to have him here for that long? You know, you can't be here for that long.
He's running around like he's Mowgli.
He really is with the airport, no shoes.
He's running around barefoot. It's like Fred Flintstone.
He's gonna get something. I don't know.
You want to put on shoes? No. It's okay.
I'm good. I want to be with the pigs. She said that her dad is scary, and
he is. Yeah.
They're sitting at dinner, and he's crying because he doesn't feel like he's good enough for her.
Her dad and her mom should go to a hair salon.
I don't think there's anything wrong with her mom. I think her mom just shuts up because her dad wants him to. Her too.
And they're religious, right?
They're
Mormons?
They're Mormons.
That's weird.
Yes, very strange. I think that's why she dresses so
conservatively. Was he the father? I mean, he must have converted.
I'm sure he converted, sure.
And they didn't want her to have
sex.
He's
from Samoa.
Yeah, Samoa.
Yeah, of course. I mean, listen, they didn't want her to have sex because they're Mormon. They're religious Mormons.
Yeah. See, that's what happens.
Yeah, they're just very religious, so that's what it is.
One quick thing that I noticed in the show.
Yeah.
Why didn't not one guy clean up the apartment or did anything special to welcome their woman coming from all these miles?
Part of the show.
I mean, not even like go to a fucking dollar store
and get
a sign, get a fucking balloons or something. Dude, fucking clean up. Like, what are you doing?
I would have been so mad. We talked about this last episode, but I got to tell you, if I was Fernanda and I came there and he was like, oh, you could sleep on that part of the couch, get a hotel.
Yeah.
If you don't have any furniture, then you get a hotel for the first night. But I think that adds to the ambiance of the show. So her dad's super nasty. He's self-hating. And he has to pass the baby at the dinner table. And he looked terrified. He just really looked terrified. He's being genuine, I think. What do you think?
The father?
No, Asuelu.
Asuelu? I can't. Is Asuelu retarded or he's just has a language barrier there?
I think that he's just.
I can't tell with him.
No, he's. Okay, well, let me ask
like
you
some
a
of the things he says are like very.
What if you went to Samoa?
I feel like I'm seeing a mentally challenged person.
He's young. And he doesn't know the language, I think.
All right.
And I think he's also just a simple person. He was like
very
a pig
simple
hunter.
Yeah.
He wasn't anything else. It's so confusing. So he said that he could do construction.
Okay.
Right? Because the father's like, what do you think, you could do? And he really resents him. I don't know why. I don't know why they're so nasty to him.
Here's what really is going on, right?
Sure.
This chick is not pulling in quality dick. Okay? So I'm sure the guys she's dated before him.
White Jews.
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh, really?
Yes.
Oh, that's right. She likes older white guys, right? And Jews. Yeah. So he's probably used to God knows what.
Right.
You know what I mean? So he's been like, it seemed like they've been put through the ringer.
Oh, no. See, I think that this is quite the opposite. I think that he was happier before and was probably like, great. Now she brought this guy that I hate. She knows I hate Samoans.
That's a good theory, too.
Yeah, I think that's what it is. So the father doesn't like him immediately, right? Oh God. So the sister is mad because she said he came here and now he thinks he's the dad.
Yeah.
Allan.
Because she thinks that she's the dad.
Allan.
Because she was like helping her this whole time.
Allan.
Yeah, they're not. Listen, who are you going to get for these shows?
I guess
you're not going to get geniuses.
They don't get paid much.
No,
not at all. And the only person that gets paid is the American.
Well, give Colt some money. Colt needs some money.
Colt gets the money.
Yeah,
he
Colt
gets the money.
needs some
he
money.
has to feed Kooky Dookie.
I don't. He's not even Colt. The other guy. Who's the other guy?
Oh, Eric needs the money.
Eric and Leida.
Like,
Eric.
I think that when you start out on
see,
shows,
Eric looks more like a Colt That's a guy who looks like a cult.
He looks like he's
Cult does not look
the
like a
leader
cult.
of a cult.
Yeah, he really looks like.
Oh man, Eric.
He looks like he's got a militia.
Eric needs to take a nap for like 2 years. He needs to take a 2-year nap, and I think that he'll feel better.
I don't understand why Eric can't say to Leida, "Hey, you have money. Why don't you give me some?"
He had the father was like, remember, in a episode that we haven't seen yet, he said something like, "I'll give you some money. I have some money," and he was like, "No, I have to show them." Exactly. All right,
what a dope.
This has been an amazing episode, guys.
It has.
We covered season 6, episode 3.
Tracy and I are now going to do the Asuelu dance.
Yes, we have to
We're gonna take our shirts off.
Yeah, I have a skirt planned.
And belly flop on the floor.
Listen, I have better belly tattoos than you do. Let me see your belly tattoo, Allan.
Yeah, take a look.
Guys, thanks so much for listening. Make sure that you go and join our group on Facebook, 90 Day Fiance Trash Talk. And you can follow me at Trixie Tuzini, TrixieTuzzini on Instagram and Twitter. And make sure you listen to Teen Mom Trash Talk. And as always, we could find Allan Finn. Go ahead. At Pussy Skins, Mon. At Allan Fuks, ALLANFUKS. ALLANFUKS. On Instagram and Twitter? Yes. Awesome. Thanks so much for coming on. And we'll see you next time. Bye. Bye.